Hi, this is Clayton Skinner. Hi, I'm Clayton Skinner. My name is Clayton Skinner. My name is Clayton Skinner. Welcome back to Be on the Beat.
Welcome back to Be on the Beat.
Welcome to Be on the Beat.
Hello there. My name is Clayton Skinner and welcome to Be on the Beat. In this episode we are going to be dealing with Cascaras and we're going to be dealing with Rhumba Claves. And we're going to learn how to put the two of them together. So if you're unfamiliar with either one of those, I have videos, Cascaras, and I have the video for Rhumba Claves. And so this video is going to put them together in one neat little package. So let's get going. So the way that I've got these exercises laid out is the first page of the PDF is going to be what's referred to as a 2-3 Rhumba Clave pattern. That's where the first bar is 2 and the second bar has the 3 hits. So if you look at that. The second page is the 3-2. Basically they're the same, it's just you just flip them. And now believe it or not, it actually is a little bit trickier. If you know how to play the 2-3 and then switching to the 3-2, it actually does require a little bit of practice because sometimes you familiarize yourself with them. So anyway, number 1 on the first page, just simple. We're going to be playing the Cascara pattern on a ride cymbal. And then we're going to be playing using a cross stick. Now if you're not familiar with a cross stick, I have a cross stick video. We're going to be playing the Rhumba Clave, 2-3 Rhumba Clave with a cross stick pattern on the snare drum. So here is number 1. All right, number 2, same thing. We're going to be doing Cascara, the right hand or lead hand, playing the Rhumba Clave with a cross stick across the snare drum. But now we're going to be adding our feet. We're going to be doing just a basic foot pattern where we play the bass drum on 1 and 3 and the hi-hat on 2 and 4. So it'll alternate. When you get comfortable with this, I suggest you also try to play it without the bass drum and just keep the hi-hat on 2 and 4. It's a pretty interesting little challenge, and it will help you later on down the line when you try to improvise with bass drum, because you won't always put bass drum everywhere, but you will try to put the hi-hat everywhere. So give that a try. So here is number 2. Here's where we add more bass drum. We had the bass drum originally on 1 and 3, but now we're going to be putting it on the 8th note before every occurrence of 1 and 3. So it'll be like 1 and 3 and 1 and 3. Same thing with the hi-hat. We're going to be doing the hi-hat on 2 and 4 as usual. And of course, Cascara, Rhumba Clave, will all be put together. So I'm going to demonstrate this with just straight up everyone, ba-boom, ba-boom, ba-boom. And then I'm going to show you just by playing them in like one sequence of 1. So I'll put it in the first one, the first 3, the first 1, so the second 1, the second 3rd. You'll see what I mean. So just try to count along with the demonstration. Okay, so we've covered most possibilities that you could come up with using the cross stick to play the Rhumba Clave. For the next 3 exercises on this page, we're going to forgo the left hand completely, pretty much, and the cross stick, and we're going to be playing the Rhumba Clave with our left foot. So we're going to be doing the cascara with our right hand, and then with our left foot we're going to be playing the rumba clave. I suggest you start this slow because it does require quite a bit of balance. If you have balance issues, you can make sure that you have your right foot, your bass drum foot, firmly planted. You can also take your left hand and just kind of hold it on the snare drum for balance as well, and then just practice playing the cascara and the rumba clave together. So give it a try. Okay, so now that you've got that under control, now we're going to remove one of your balance keepers. We're going to be using our right foot, the bass drum foot, right foot. The bass drum foot is going to be playing on 1 and 3. And you're going to maintain the rumba clave pattern with your left foot, or the hi-hat, while playing the cascara up here. So again, if you have balance issues, hold your hand down on the snare drum to kind of keep yourself balanced. It's a lot easier. It makes it a lot easier to maintain everything. When you get comfortable with it, I suggest you try to remove your left hand and try to do the whole thing by just maintaining your simple balance without anything being held down. So here is a demonstration for number 5. Number 6, we're going to be adding more bass drum again. Same as we did with number 3, we're going to be playing it on the ands that take place before 1 and 3. 1 and 3 and 1 and 3. Over and over and over again. Now for this demonstration, like I did again with number 3, I'm going to show you how to play each one individually, so there won't be any bass drum. There'll be like 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and it'll just keep moving along. So I'll play it on the first 3, the second 1, the second 3. Listen to the demonstration again, try to count along and try to figure out where I'm putting the bass drum and when. So here's that demonstration. So, page 2. I'm not going to walk you through every one of them individual because I pretty much just did. I'll walk you through them individually in terms of how you're playing the clave pattern. So, exercises 1, 2, and 3 on page 2 are again, it's just flipped. So before we were doing a 2-3, now we're doing a 3-2. And again, that just simply means that the first bar has the 3-hit pattern and the second bar has a 2-hit pattern, 3-2. 3-2 rumba clave. So here, I'm just going to walk you through all of them. So here's exercise 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to give you a demonstration playing with each one, and they'll kind of mesh into each other. And just take note. Remember, I'm starting with the 3 pattern, so it's a completely, it's almost reversed. So just check it out, just see how different it can actually sound. So just like I did before, I'm just going to demonstrate all 3 of these. So that's exercises 4, 5, and 6 On page 2, I'm going to start off with exercise 4, just playing the Cascara and the Rhumba clave with my left foot. And then I'm going to add the bass drum on 1 and 3, and then I'm going to add more bass drum on the ends. So I'm just going to walk you through the whole thing. So just listen to the demonstration, and again, pay attention to how different it sounds when you play the 3 before the 2. Now I'd like to make note that I'm not a Latin player. I only use these patterns to develop coordination and to help with balance. Because as you can see when you're first starting out, especially when you're playing the clave pattern with your left foot, it creates a lot of balance issues because, and that's where most mistakes actually lie. A lot of the times when you are trying something you've never tried before and you make a mistake, if you pay attention to the way it feels, sometimes it feels like you're actually falling over. And that's because you are. That's a balance issue. When you start to mess with different foot patterns, suddenly you don't have those anchors holding you in place. A good way to prove this is to actually just sit at your kit and lift your both legs. Like I can do it, but it's not the most comfortable thing in the world. And so imagine you're moving your arms all over the place, and then suddenly you lose your balance and you have to catch yourself. And the catching of yourself is where you get thrown off beat. Most of the time, obviously, there's other situations that can cause you to go off beat. There's other situations that can cause you to screw up. But anyway, balance is the main one. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this episode. It's over. We're done. You made it. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can get a hold of me through the contact section at claytonskinner.com. You can get a hold of me right here on YouTube. You can get a hold of me on Twitter. You can get a hold of me on Facebook. I suggest you use either one of those platforms. If you have any questions or ideas for future episodes, feel free. Feel free to ask. I'll do what I can. I try to help everybody I can. It might take a little while, but I eventually get it done. So, yeah, have a good one.